Well, why am I sitting at Wendy's eating a Frosty? Because I'm upset. I just took it down to Tony's Outboard in Michigan City, Indiana, and he doesn't want to work on it. He basically says the motor's not worth what he would have to charge, because he wants to rebuild all 3 carburetors, which I get, but then there are also some cracks on each of the coils, so those need to be replaced. There are some wires, he said, he even told me this on the phone before he saw it, there's some wires that kind of eat themselves from the inside on these motors. So all of this can be replaced, and I have the capability to do it, so I guess I've got myself another project. Well, she's got company. An old Wellcraft. There's a work boat. We'll be back in a few days and get that motor ship shape. Okay, it's time to sort out this leak. It's been a little over a week because I ordered the parts from boats.net because they had everything in stock, and their website claims they ship everything within 24 hours. Unfortunately, it took them 4 days to ship it, despite me calling every single day. And they were kind of jerks. So I swear to God, I was nice with them too. I was just curious as to why it says 24 hours. Anyway, airbox, need to take this off, and then there are 3 carburetors right here. The middle one is the one that's causing the leak. So we're gonna pull that one first. I have 3 carburetor repair kits in there. Why not also replace the lower unit gear oil? So we're gonna do that as well. And we'll see what the other 2 carbs look like. I might pull them off quickly, just look at them, clean them out, and put everything back together. Hopefully we'll get it in the water today. It's already middle afternoon, so I gotta work quickly if I wanna get it back home tonight. Well, here we are, looking down the barrel of a carburetor, and it looks okay. However, what I'm noticing here is there's a gasket here, and for the most part it looks dry, but there are a couple of areas where it looks like water, sorry, where fuel may have leaked out of this gasket. The float seems to move just fine. Turn it upside down, it seems to work just fine. But I'm gonna take this all apart, clean it all up, and put it back together. Have you ever changed gear oil on an outboard motor before? It's really actually quite easy. Let me show you how we do it. First thing we do is we crack this right here. It doesn't smell good. Now as this is your top level. As that opens up, you'll notice that oil's gonna come out much better. There's a little magnet on the end of this. You can see there are no metal shavings, or maybe very minor. You're just gonna let that drain for as long as it wants. Might take 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, gear oil, you can see, is just dripping out a little bit now. So I think it's time that we can fill this. Really probably shouldn't take more than about a quart. So you just squeeze this, until it starts coming out that top hole. The reason you do it this way is that you don't want air bubbles in here. And by squeezing it, that lessens the chance of air bubbles getting in here. There we go. Now we want to put this back in quickly, and then that'll create a little bit of a vacuum. Oh, man. Get this guy ready and go. Okay. Bit messy, certainly, but now we have nice fresh gear oil in there. I will tighten these down in just a moment. Well, as you can probably tell, we are in the water. So yesterday I was able to get all 3 of the carburetors rebuilt, put them all back on. I was planning to replace all 3 coils. Unfortunately, the coils I ordered are the wrong ones. They are for like every 1975 motor that Johnson made other than the 70 horse. So I have to send those back, get some other ones, and I will change those coils out. I also changed the lower unit gear oil, so that's nice and fresh. The stuff that came out looked okay, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's running better than it ever has, at least since we've been in possession of it for the last few weeks. Poured rain earlier, but we've got a break in the clouds, and we've got some pretty calm seas. So we're gonna go take a little ride and see how she does. One thing I'm noticing though is she really leans to port. I mean, significant. I'm over on starboard, so that's where all the weight is. She's really leaning to port. I do have my gas tank over on that side, but it's only a 6-gallon tank. It shouldn't make that much of a difference. I'm not sure why. I don't have fenders dragging, but man, she is leaning to port a lot. Yeah, once you pull the RPMs back, it definitely doesn't want to lean to port as much. So I'm just assuming that's a part of that outboard. If we pull it down to a moderate speed, no problem at all. Steering lightens up a little bit, but overall she's running great. So I was gonna move my fuel tank over to the other side because thought maybe shifting that weight over would help. My fuel tank doesn't weigh more than about a pound. I've got almost no fuel. And I don't really understand it because I filled up this tank and I have probably put less than 1 hour on this motor. And it is almost empty. So I've made it up to Diversey Harbor. I believe there's a fuel dock here somewhere. And I'm gonna get some fuel. No luck at Diversey. Gas dock is closed today. And of course it's all the way at the very end, so I have run the whole length. I have turned the tank so the pickup is at the lowest point. I did just call Belmont Harbor, which is about 2 miles away, and they are open. So that's my hope. Stupid, 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 stupid. Success. Made it to Belmont, got fuel. Probably maybe I had about I don't know, the tank says it holds 6.6, but there was not very much left. Definitely wasn't a gallon left in there. But I have a full tank of fuel and a beautifully clear lake in front of me. Let's go have some fun.